What is the most compromising position you've ever walked in on with a charter guest, Gary?
Most compromising position? Well, to this day, I still don't know if it was a joke or not, but everyone was sleeping and I was in the bridge just doing some anchor watch before I went to bed. And a guest came up and said that there was some vibrating noise going on in his cabin. So I went down to investigate, and I could hear the vibrating noise, and I had no idea where it was coming from. First time I've ever heard it. Searching the cupboards, and now I'm almost thinking about waking up the captain. Eventually, I opened the bedside table drawer to see a big vibrator just going off in the guest side table. And I don't know to this day whether it was a joke or not, but I was so embarrassed. I pretty much ran away, to be honest.
What about you, Colin?
I'm not out on deck much normally on a normal super yacht, but I've definitely walked in on a few people getting it on in the jacuzzi before when I've gone up there to check things out. So
of course,
that's probably the most awkward, compromising situation I've been in.
Gary, what's the most outrageous thing a guest has ever requested on one of your charters?
Wow. What's the most, I can't actually think about this now.
Okay, that's all right, forget it.
Come back to me.
Okay, I'll skip. Colin, what's the worst case of boatmance gone bad you've ever witnessed?
Boatman's gone bad. Well, the first super yacht I ever worked on, the chief stewardess was dating the captain, and the chief stewardess ended up just running the boat. The captain didn't have a pair of balls, and she ended up just telling us all what to do. So their boatmance was the worst I've ever experienced.
Right, that sounds horrible. Gary, have you ever had a captain throw an unruly charter guest off the boat?
I have once before, yes. We were actually in Ibiza, and the charter guest came back with drugs on board, and he was like flaunting it around. Although he was staying on board, and the captain doesn't approve of that. I mean, the laws on drugs and on the boats, etc., just don't go together.
Right.
So the captain found out, and he went to the primary, and this, I think it was maybe their second or third day within like a 10-day charter. So the captain went to the primary and said, listen, I know it's not you. Your friends just come back from the club, but this is acceptable. So they came to an agreement of kicking their charter friend off with his wife because he brought drugs on board, just so the primaries could enjoy the rest of their holiday.
Wow.
It was very uneasy for the rest of it, but the captain had to do what he had to do.
Wow. Colin, what's the worst accident you've had while working on deck?
The worst one, I was working on the air conditioning air handler, and I tried to open it, and my arm came back, and I sliced my elbow open and had to get like 12 stitches in the back of my elbow. That's probably the worst I've had.
Yeah, that's horrible. All right, thanks for those stories.
Thanks for watching. Watch more clips here and subscribe to our channel here. See ya.